Howdy guys, how's it going? We have finally made our way to the end of the list with the pistol class setup, so we're going to be looking at the 357 Magnum. Now I want to take and throw this weapon variant on, and like I said, just for the record, I'm sure most of you already know this, weapon variants don't really affect any of the weapon's performance other than the specific attachments that are on there, and that makes it look different, but the same attachments will perform the same way regardless of whether using the weapon variant or not. And it doesn't even matter because we're just going to wipe the slate clean with the attachments that are on there because they're kind of garbage. We're about to take and turn this 357 Magnum into the beast that it was meant to be. We're going to start out with the muzzle attachment, go right down to the bottom, throw on the compensator, shift over to the right, go into the barrel. We want the 357 long because the 357 part, okay, the 357 Magnum part doesn't matter for what we're going to be doing to this bad boy. Trigger, we definitely need the lightweight trigger because this thing has a god-awful slow fire rate. Like, I mean, it's atrocious. And I mean, if you hadn't used it, then if you're about to, you'll see what I'm talking about. Ammunition selection. Okay, so the only thing you can even throw on this is snake shot. Now, in real life, snake shot is kind of a joke. Like, it's meant for snakes, rodents, small things. Like, it honestly, like, you could shoot a person with it, wouldn't do much at all. But on here, it turns this thing into a miniature hand cannon, okay? Like, it basically has the exact same damage up close as a double barrel shotgun. It's about just as effective as a double barrel shotgun. And then instead of a laser or an optic, since this plays as a shotgun now, there's really no need for like pinpoint accuracy. So optic is a waste of an attachment, and so is the laser. But being able to pull up to our ADS just a hair quicker is actually going to be useful. So this is one of the few weapons that I will actually throw stippled grip tape on, because that does help our mobility ADS time and our sprint to fire speed. So that's what we're going to be having on there, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the 5 attachments that really make this handgun shine and make it usable, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, it's got really good damage, so if you're somebody that's got pinpoint accuracy, then you just keep the regular ammunition in it, and then trade out this rear grip tape for the FSS Raider stock, and then throw you an optic on there, and then, you know, feel free to take on people at medium and long range, because it's a 2-shot most of the time. It's even a 1-shot at long range if you get them in the head right between the old looking balls. Or if you throw in the heavy hitter rounds, wherever you get that out of your field upgrades. Now we'll throw gold on here. As you can see, I do have platinum unlocked, but I'm going to throw platinum on these pistols in the comparison video, which will be dropping next. I'll be doing a full breakdown of all the handguns, comparing them to each other, talking about their strengths, talking about their weaknesses, and showing y'all some different variations of things that I feel that you'll find useful when trying to decide how and why you should use which handgun and for what purpose. But we got gold on here. We'll go to our charm, put on the old helpful doge. And there was a glitch going on earlier. Yep, look, that I don't know why, but the doge is just wiggling back and forth like it's having a seizure. I don't know, it might have rabies or whatever. But let's hop in a game. Team deathmatch on shoot house. Okay, now I honestly would have preferred to get an objective game mode, but we'll rock and roll with it. Like I said, it don't really matter. Like, shoot house is shoot house regardless. It just kind of affects how spawns are and how people move around and play the game. But like I said, this little shotgun hand cannon do-jig right here will get the job done no matter what. And I will say, this gun actually looks phenomenal in gold. Like, way better than I imagined it would. Now, this long barrel gives us extra range, and I mean, it's very helpful. Considering the fact that we were running it as a shotty now. It's normally a 1-shot up close. Okay, connection to host is a little bad, but we'll work with it. Now, this is a gun though that you have to kind of like, you gotta play the weapon you're working with, right? You can't use this thing at long range, and really at medium range it's not the best. But look at that 1-shot right there. We clipped him upper body. I'm sure we got him in the head a little bit too. So these people will probably try to push in up top here. We got him flashed. I'm going to do this and close the door, just because we're going to use the whole class setup, not just a pistol, but I want to try to make sure I showcase it the best I can. And being able to pregame helps a lot, because you don't want to, not having a laser helps with that, so that you ain't giving away your position. Okay, that was a 3-shot. 3 shots are pretty rare, especially at that distance. I just think I didn't have all my pellets on him. Wasn't a good ADS picture. Okay, right there I think was because, yeah, it was a lag spike right there. No problem, no problem. This isn't a class setup for people, like, if you're trying to drop, you know, killer games with it. I did get a really good 5-man with it once at the end of a game that ended up being play of the game as I was working on the camos for it. But those are few and far between. It's really about just getting the right setup with how people are responding and moving, and that was within an objective game mode. So like I said, there's another 3-shot. I honestly haven't had that many 3-shots with this. But you know how things go. Anytime you're trying to record a video and do something that's going to be broadcasted to the world, you're gonna end up with some hiccups and some things not playing out the way they should. We got somebody already bringing out a sawed-off shotgun in retaliation. But you know what? Like I said, this thing it can easily compete with any of the other shotguns on this game, and I mean, I would much prefer this. I'm gonna be using a shotgun. This thing right here, to me, would be the way to go. Right there, we just lost because I missed. It's got a much tighter spread compared to your regular shotguns, and I mean, don't think this translate over into the way this would play out IRL, because snake shot is a joke. Like, it's in terms of real life engagements, there are pellet guns that I'd rather have instead of snake shot in a handgun, especially since I think this is saying it's 38 special snake shot, because I don't know if they make snake shot in a 357 mag round, but I'm not sure. It's not something that you'd find yourself using very frequently. Okay, this game is going by super fast. Like, our teammates are playing so aggressive. But we did get a we did get an airstrike, got a UAV. Okay, I feel bad for that one because I was just laying down being cheeky. Oh my god, look at us go. Can we get a 1-shot on this man? No, we won't. We're going to get hit with a goddamn bouncing Betty. Why wouldn't there be a bouncing Betty right there? Once I unlocked the snake shot, finishing up the camo stuff with the getting, you know, the 3 kills with the weapon and all that good old stuff was very, very easy. No complaints there. If you can get to the point to where you are able to ADS on people's heads pretty quickly and like get that in your muscle memory, you'll have no problem having solid games with this setup. Like right now, I think we're maintaining like a 1.52 KD, which is not great by any means. But the way these people are moving are giving me the ability to show you some different engagement variations with this weapon. Oh man, look at that right there. That was for this handgun setup, a medium range engagement. 1 shot to the upper body. I don't think he was weak at all. Okay, where am I getting shot from? Okay, that guy was back there behind those 2 weapon blocks. Weapon barricades, I mean. 59 already. Okay, I'm sure one of them guys is going to push up. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my god. See, look, even whenever I just play horrible, that gun right there, up close, there's not a lot people can do about it. Oh, that guy's still back there. Let's take the riot shield, take a couple of those. Okay, well, look at that. We're top of the leaderboard, though. As aggressive as our teammates are playing, that's saying something. I think the guy that was above me left or disconnected or something. But this is not meant to be, you know, played with as a primary, really, but this right here would make a phenomenal secondary if you're just wanting it as a gun to switch out, you know, as you need it to, like as you need to. Because if you're running a good primary or like a sniper or something, this right here, it's better than having the double barrel, I think, because you got 6 shots, and since a lot of times the double barrel is a 2-shot around medium to long range, this is better. I mean, just look at that. Like, why would you not want something that you can pull out quicker and aim down sights quicker? Because this definitely does have a quicker ADS than the double barrel. Maybe not by a lot, but it's a difference, and that difference would show up at the end. I mean, look at that. The mobility is just so much better, and it feels more familiar than the double barrel. Like, just the movement and stuff that you can have with it. So, okay, we ended up 19 and something. We got 3 assists and in a TDM as fast as this game went by, 75 to 74. Wow. Okay. So we didn't get play of the game, didn't have nothing spectacular happen. I wish I had that 5-man that I got with it on video, because I'd definitely throw that in, because you can get some fast-paced movement with this. It just depends on how the enemy team is going about playing the game mode that you're in. So 1.5 KD with the revolver. That's not bad at all. I mean, you could drop some killer games if you wanted to play slower, and definitely if you can't, but I don't advise camping. So just give this a go, and then like if you like using shotguns, try using your favorite shotgun here, the pump or the double barrel or whatever, and then hop in and use this once you have all the attachments for it. give it a go. So like I said, I'm stoked to have platinum for the pistol, and I hope that you guys are getting excited for the pistol comparison, because I really want to break them down and not just look at the stats, but just kind of compare the stats to how they actually perform in game. So yeah, that'll probably be dropping in a day or two, because that'll take a little bit of time, and I have to coordinate with people to help me with it for the stuff that I have planned. But yeah, be sure to let me know in the comments what you think of this class setup. Let me know the weapons you'd like me to do next. I think the next weapon up, I'm going to kind of focus on submachine guns maybe, and do the MP5 next. And yeah, sub if you haven't, liked the video, and until the next one, adios.